A lot of engines in the Railway series and TV show had a base, and whether or not they made sense, or had any at all. Most of them had the shell of a certain engine in real life, like Thomas the Tank Engine being the E2, and Arthur being 41241, to name a few. Other than original characters inspired by specific engines, there have been some moments in the Railway series where Wilbert Awdry stated real engines to promote railways. So, Tallyquin. As a surprise to no one, Tallyquin made a brief appearance in Little Old Engine.
Yes, sir, chuckled Skarloey, there is. Another engine came to be mended too, called Tallyflynn. When the workmen saw us together, they laughed and called us their little old twins. Tallyflynn told me about his railway. It is a lovely one, at Towyn in Wales. Well, sir, they mended us both and sent us home. But I often think of Tallyflynn. He's 95 years old too, just like me.
The text below says, "We are indebted to Jordan Adams, Publis Limited, for helping us in the preparation of the picture above." 5 years later, in Very Old Engines, Skarloey talks about how him and Tallyquin were built in the same workshop at the exact same time. Or at different times, like maybe one was built first and then one after, I don't know. It's implied that they were built at the exact same time. And they even mention him in stories later, like Duck and Dukes in the same book.
Brothers, Tallyflynn and Dolgoff were built at the same time as us, so they're 100 too. And they're still at work. Their railway is at Towyn in Wales. Please go and see them, your Grace and everybody, and wish them many happy returns from Skarloey and Renias, their little old twins.
Stubney got a whole book to himself, so we're only going to talk about one story. That story is called, drumroll please, Stepney Special. Bluebell and Palmers, 323-27 respectively. 488, also known as Adams, and 2650, otherwise known as Cromford, were given names by Stepney in secret. And Captain Bastard, hard worker, and a bit rude. Okay, I'm just going over my script, and Flying Scotsman is the one that I have the most to say about, which isn't really speaking much, but, yeah. Flying Scotsman. This is going to be a very interesting one to talk about, and you'll get to see why in a second. Gordon is sad because half of his class was scrapped, not even half actually, most, and Sir Topham Hatt brings Flying Scotsman, and they get a bajillion photos taken of them, and Henry is a bit annoyed and conceited because Flying Scotsman has two tenders. Of course, historically speaking right now, after he left Sodor, he would have gotten a cowcatcher, a whistle, and a bell, and lastly, a headlamp. In all seriousness, I can't talk about this because, you know, Twitter exists, and mean YouTube comments exist, and the Unlucky Tug already talked about it, and, people are just gonna start saying that, like, you know,
I copy him.
Anyway, part 2 coming soon. We're breaking this into 2 parts.